out like I'm Dolph, I'm moving keys with a Glock. Gotta keep the trap clean, I'm pushing peas with a mop. We don't do the debit cards, all my pockets filled with knots.
What up, guys? Welcome back to Beard Bros Podcast. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. You're going to want to like and subscribe after this one. We got a few hot trending topics that we'd like to discuss with you guys. So if you can, please just subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy all the other content. Honestly, you know what I would like to hear? Right off the jump in the comment section. Do you still care to hear from us on the podcast as much as we've noticed our views are higher on the thrifting? Is that kind of where we've gone into? We haven't done much food, but at least with the thrifting, let us know. Is there any way we can better our content? Should we stick with one thing? Maybe we could up it at least twice a week, maybe now? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, we probably could.
Okay, anyways, let us know in the comments, guys. So one of the topics, we'll start with the fairly, it's okay. Maybe you're not even a fan. Maybe you don't even get on this at all as far as social medias go.
Oh, yeah.
This personally, if I had to choose an app to keep only one, this would be not the new one, but the potential old one.
Oh, yeah.
I would keep that over everything else.
Yeah, I think so, too. It's more convenient.
It's just up to date.
Even if I didn't have Safari, at least I have that, you know?
That's true. If above all that. So, anyways, you guys are probably wondering, what is he talking about? So, as of today, a new app has been released called Threads. Threads is actually ran by Mark Zuckerberg. I'm sure you guys know who that is. He released it about 2 to 3 hours ago. It's already got up to 2 million brand new signups. Yep. And is trending and has a potential threat to Twitter.
I just got it 5 minutes ago. It looks exactly like Twitter, but it takes your Instagram account, and you could just merge your Instagram account with your Threads account, and there you go. You're on it and you're popping, and it looks like Twitter.
Yeah, it does look very similar to Twitter, which to me brings up a little bit of concern because you can't just copy and paste something. That's literally, there's copyright laws that you have to abide by. So I'm already thinking maybe there's going to be some legal issues. I don't know. And then you got to remember, if you guys are living under a rock, I'll just kind of catch you up. Elon Musk runs Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg just is the CEO of Threads. And as of a week, maybe two, they had not announced, but kind of
went back and forth,
threw a little bit of shade at one another about potential MMA fight. And they both kind of agreed to it. So it's a little ironic to see that this has kind of happened now. But nonetheless, it makes it interesting. So what do you think? Okay, so Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and I think those are your 4 popular social medias. There's I guess TikTok's on there too. Yeah. But nonetheless, do you think that there's ever going to be a time where those are now old? Like MySpace. MySpace was the Facebook at one point in life.
Yeah.
But now Facebook's MySpace. That's the enhanced version of Facebook. Do you see there being something replicated that enhances the next new thing?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Vine was a thing, and then TikTok's basically the new Vine. So
that's very true.
So that's the only thing that's never really been recreated is Instagram. Instagram is always...
Well, Twitter, too.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. Well, Twitter now.
I feel like Twitter overthrown Facebook. Yeah. Because Facebook at one point was you could get your news, kind of. Mm-hmm. But now Twitter's you get instant news.
Yeah, literally. Would have never knew Threads was a thing until it was the number one trending in the world.
Yeah, but it's funny. Where was it trending?
Twitter.
So...
how long will that stay trending is the question.
It's more how long is it going to remain popular?
Yeah.
Because to me, there's so many. I heard it from one of the greats and I'll never forget it, was, if you don't watch him, it's cool, but Mike Malak was talking to Logan Paul one time about Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul said, yeah, he's hot right now, but what are we going to be talking about in about a year? Now, Andrew Tate's been pretty relevant, but for the wrong reasons, I'd say. It's not because he's doing things different. Well, I guess he is doing things different, but it's for, like, all the wrong, like, he was in prison and whatnot. Like, it wasn't like he was trending for the right reasons, I guess. But what stuck to me is, like, how long can something stay relevant? Mm-hmm. Look, like, Logan's been in Vine, YouTube, boxing. Now he's in the WWE. He stayed relevant, like, throughout. Even with all his other stuff, like, all his controversy. Even with his new controversy with his, like, cryptocurrency stuff going on.
I know, everybody hates that for that shit.
But still, he's still very relevant.
I think his popularity over trumps anything he does now. Like,
is he, like, literally maybe uncancelable?
He's like Joe Rogan when he was saying the N-word. It's uncancelable.
It's just like, you're just that guy.
Yeah,
you can try to bring me down, but there's so many layers to going up that I'm going to fall on something on my way down.
Yeah, like Mr. Beast is uncancelable, I feel like.
I don't know. He's not yet had any real controversy. He had that little Chris incident, but even that, he's kind of masked it to the point of where it wasn't a lot. But, like, if he did something, I mean, I think he could get canceled because he's so much of a nice guy. A nice guy. Like, Logan was a douche from the get-go. So it was a matter of time until he did a douche thing.
Yeah.
And now, like, if Mr. Beast did a douche thing, like, it'd be like, bro, you're a family channel. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Even the Ace family went down because it was like, you're a family channel now you're nothing. So
that's true. Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, the reason I said up to down, this is our next. It's a transition into our next. Maybe Twitter goes down. I highly doubt it. If I were to bet, Twitter's gonna be a lifer.
I think it's gonna be a fight. I think it's gonna be a cool fight, like Twitter and Threads, and then
imagine that they fought and they only allowed Twitter and Threads to stream it.
That'd be sick.
That'd be lit.
That'd be the greatest thing ever.
Winner stays. Winner takes full shares of the other.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be Elon, Mark. I mean, we could be on that. We could be the guys on Twitter live commentating. Come on, man. If you're listening now, that'd be sick. All right, guys. Now on to the upper of the up. It's not crazy, but it is trendy.
It's stupid.
Tell us what it is and tell us your thoughts.
So there's a new game. We play the one on Fortnite, but there's a new game called Only Up.
But it's been a game.
Yeah, it's been a game.
But it's fucking trending now.
It's the most trended game in the world right now. And it is a fucking... How can you explain this? This game is the most frustrating game you'll ever play because you're like, this is cake. I got it. And then you fall all the way down to the very beginning again. It's fucking ass. If you haven't played it, it's a game where it's a progression game. There's no checkpoints. There's no, saving the game. This motherfucker is live and direct. If you go up, you fall down, and you don't land on anything when you're falling down, guess what? You got to start all the way over again.
Yeah, guys, Only Up. Well, I haven't played the other version. I know it's $10 to download. I believe it's only on PC.
I believe so.
So unless you have a PC, you can't play that version. But for everyone else that wants to get like a taste of it, I dare you to get on Fortnite. It is free. You go into your where you want it.
Discovery page.
Discovery page. It is the #1 trending. The lobbies are full. I play private. We invite each other and we play on one. But literally, you just go up. That's the key to the game. You go up, and all you can do is go up. But I guess you can go down.
You're definitely going down more times than you're going up.
I guarantee you, no one can go play right now. Prove to me that you got it on first try. You will not get it on first try. I don't care if you take 3 hours to do it. You won't do it. It's the most fun, but it's the worst because when you're playing it and you're moving up, you think you're the best.
Yeah, you're the man.
You're the man
guy.
But then once you fall, if you're a viewer of the person falling, It's hilarious.
Yeah,
You're almost wanting the other person to fall. I watch everyone fall, and it kills me in laughter.
Yeah, shout out to the best of the two that did it so far, Nick Merckx and Tim the Tap Man.
But what's his name? Mr. Disrespectful is
Dr. Disrespect.
our Dr. Disrespectful. They are funny. Like, go watch one of their clips. They are literally hilarious when you're watching these guys go up and then go down. I can't stand it. But what I'm saying is, it's one of those fun things. Now, I want to hear your thoughts first because I have my opinion. What's the end factor for this game? Is it going to be like Fortnite forever?
It could be.
You think so?
They could change the maps frequently.
Well, okay, so
As
speaking
frequent?
of that, the original only up, not Fortnite's. The original has made changes to their maps.
Yeah, I seen that. And then Fortnite has already a season 1, season 2,
Oh, really?
and Lachlan made his own. So now,
Oh, so there's even multiple now.
there's now like 3 on Fortnite.
So what do you think is the...
It could be like a BR. You know how Battle Royale was kind of popular, but it got more popular with Fortnite,
Okay.
H1Z1, and stuff like that. This could be a new battle or new genre of games where people like it. People like to watch people get mad because they fall.
Oh, no, yeah, it's very hilarious. Now, it's cool, too. I don't like it as much, but it is cool to watch, like, these speed runs. And if you guys don't know what a speed run is it's essentially these badasses that have literally gone and played probably 30-plus hours to get so familiar with the map that they've even found shortcuts to get through the map as fast as possible. So they're beating the game on a constant basis, but they're trying to get through it literally as fast as possible.
Yeah, shout out. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Cloaksy back in the day. He made a game that was like a speed run. It was like had traps and everything in Fortnite. That was pretty much the same thing, other than you don't go.
I
out.
remember
It was
that.
like
It was like through tunnels, and if you miss or you fail, you fall into a trap.
there
and-
was checkpoints in that though, but
yeah, you could, like, if you fell in the thing, you would.
that
go
was
back.
like a very similar game.
It was basic, but this is so much better
So
because you get to points where you're like, okay. But then you get to other points. Like last night, literally, I seen the end. I could see the end. It
The game glitched. By the way, Fortnite, you fucked up and didn't get my boy the win.
I literally jumped from the tire and I bounced to the other tires and I died.
Yeah,
I fell all the way.
I witnessed it because I wouldn't.
And I
have
had
it.
I think I had clipped like almost 30 minutes of gameplay. And it wasn't like that was my first game. It takes time to get up there. At least for me, I can't do 9-minute speed runs. It's taking me 20 plus minutes every time. And I could literally see it. But anyways, not about me. I personally look at it this way. It's going to be very short-lived. Like, it's one of those, like, this is cool for right now, but then it's going to fade.
I don't know, dude. If you have everybody playing it, and
For now. Because everybody, what's your goal? To finish. What's my goal? To finish. And then maybe, I give it some more effort to maybe try to. But once I get it done, I'm almost thinking, I don't care.
yeah, I wouldn't care.
Like, if I would have fucking won last night, I don't think I would touch the game again.
yeah, I don't know, maybe not, but I might go to season 2.
Maybe I would have downloaded the other game.
Oh no, that one's way harder.
Yeah, but think about, I think that game's harder, but it's also, I think, easier to do shortcuts.
Oh yeah,
But at the same time, it's a challenge. I think that's the thrill of it, is the challenge of, like, how fast can you get it done? Because I've yet to win, and I've only been on it for, it's been about a week, but I've played probably close to about an hour a day. But even some day, like when you were gone, I didn't even play at all. I didn't play none. So I played probably like
Me neither.
total like 5-6 hours, maybe to the point of I know the map, most of it.
yeah.
I could probably get sub 20 if I really gave it my all, but I can't even beat it, so I can't say that really. I just want to beat it.
It's too hard.
It's too hard. It is very hard. I don't know. It's a trendy topic. I think it's exciting, and it gives them, like, anyone can do it.
Yeah, it gives video games life again. It's like, damn, something new.
Something different. I'm not playing just Battle Royale, even though, I be in that platinum stage, I'm ranking up. But either way, it's a different thing. Okay, so what was the other two topics we had?
We had two.
We had two.
Two more?
Yeah, there was the one with the restaurants, and then there was something else. There was something else.
Oh, ESPN.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. So for all you sports fans out there that love to hear our sports takes, this is sports-esque, but not necessarily.
It's more of livelihood.
I think you know more than I do. I don't know a whole bunch, so I'm going to let him explain it a little bit more.
So ESPN is going on I think they said 20-plus employee layoff, which has Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson, Jalen Rose.
Those are just some of the
Jeff
names.
Van Gundy, the big name, like those guys. I'm naming them. You're like, what the fuck? I didn't know they got fired. Yeah, they got fired. They got laid off. They're fired. Fuck it, they got fired.
Yeah, one of the ladies, Doris Burke, I think was her name. She had been a part of the company for 27 years, and they let her go.
Yep.
That's just to get some perspective.
So they're on a wave of potentially new people, or potentially bringing up somebody that's been on ESPN that hasn't got the shine, something maybe similar to that. Stephen A. Smith also came out and said he don't know if he has a job right now because ESPN is making a lot of different moves. So if Stephen A. gets fired, that's the biggest name in sports right now.
As far as ESPN goes, yeah, he's up there with. Yeah, he's probably, to me, I know people don't like him personally when they watch sports, but to me, he's one of the GOATs. Mm-hmm. Like when I'm making a Mount Rushmore as far as like commentators, he's one of the guys. Like you may not like his takes all the time, and yeah, he's whatever, especially Cowboy fans, like he's a Cowboy hater. But at the end of the day, has he really been wrong about the Cowboys? We won't go down that road, but he's up there with. Like, he knows basketball. He knows football. He knows his sports. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not like it's just, I don't know. So,
yeah, ESPN is making moves. If you're an analyst, I would try to apply for ESPN because it looks like they're bringing in new people.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like kind of, you made, I think, a valid point that I think would ring true is, at least for me, like that chick that got released from being there for 27 years, it might be like you said, these guys that are coming up, that it's just to get new faces, new opinions. Not sure if there's ever been a biasy, but sometimes you kind of get that from these commentators that they're a little biased. They're like,
they start getting to know the players.
Like Mike Greeny on Get Up in the Morning, he's a Jets fan. He's been known to root for the Jets. He wanted Aaron Rodgers. I get it, you're a commentator, but it has gone to the point of being almost too comfortable with being one-sided. Mm. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, it's okay to be a fan, but you also, it's almost like being honest with yourself. It's like, well, am I this or am I that? Or do you try to, like, mask it by pretending you don't acknowledge it or you don't face your problems? It's kind of like that. It's like, well, you have to be true to the sport. Like, if the Jets are really like, do I think the Jets are a competitor? Honestly, at this particular moment, I haven't really looked at it all. No, I wouldn't say so, but I'm sure Greeny's thinking Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, what do you think is going on? I personally think, like you said, I think they're just going to run it with some new faces, some new people, just get a new vibe. They might even be changing up the names of these shows that they have, casting in the morning and afternoons, and it is what it is. But I'll say this, if Stephen A. Smith does get let go, I want to say there's going to be a big reunite episode and probably just entire thing of Stephen A. back with Skip Bayless on Fox.
That'd be crazy.
I mean,
that
it
would
would-
be a good one.
I mean, it's at least something worth watching. You guys know they went back and forth all the time. They've know each other. They've worked together for a long, long time. So, I don't know. So, anyways, give us your thoughts on what you think's going on there. All right, on to our last topic.
The Supreme Court ruling allows businesses to refuse some service to LGBTQ plus customers.
Right. And so this is a topic of discussion because, well, let's be honest. There's been a lot of backlash towards this community, whether it's in schools, it's in businesses, it's at your jobs, you're just a customer at a store. So it's it's a touchy subject, but nonetheless, it's a subject worth discussing. So I believe there was an incident with a lady that she runs a Christian website, I guess, or business for cakes, for wedding cakes. Mm-hmm. And there was a couple, I'm not sure if they were gay or lesbians. I think they were lesbians, a couple of lesbians that were getting married, and they wanted her to do the cakes. Well, she refused service due to the fact that she's a Christian and it doesn't align with her beliefs. She believes that marriage between a couple is man and woman, not of the same sex. So with this, I think they tried suing her or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And so, but the counter was they decided against them and said, well, no, she and any other business moving forward has every right to deny service to anyone. It's not necessarily about your beliefs or my beliefs. It's to anyone. They could have refused service to me. Mm-hmm. They could have been like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm busy. I'm too busy to provide your cake for your wedding. I'm going to have to deny your service. And I would have to accept that as just cool. Yep. I got a deadline.
Yep. It looks like it was a 6-3 split. And it looks like the court says it is a First Amendment right for her to protect herself from creating a site that things she doesn't believe in. Which, if you don't know your First Amendment, it's freedom of speech, freedom of press, and freedom to religion. So, it's unfortunate, but if your religion if you think your beliefs trump the Constitution, and then that just proves right there it doesn't, because her beliefs is her beliefs, and your beliefs is your beliefs, and they don't have to coincide.
Yeah, no, and that's probably the best point is I think there's a misconception on when two disagree, I think right now the belief is when two disagree, you hate the other for who they believe they are or what their beliefs are. But I stand pat on the theory, and it's not even a theory, I think it's factual that two people can disagree and agree on the disagreement as that's your opinion, that's your beliefs. That doesn't mean I don't like you or I hate you. It just doesn't mean that I agree with the way you think. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that. We could disagree. It doesn't mean he hates me or I hate him. Now, obviously we're brothers, but even if we weren't, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden we're enemies, at a feud. Yeah, we're enemies, and that I wish you wrong and you wish me wrong. I think we've lost that train of thought that just because people don't think the way you think or the way you see things or whatever, that now we have to be on completely opposite sides. And that's what the world has come to. Whether it's international warfare or it's in-house, like down to Republican and Democrats, it's so divided in this world that now with this LGBTQ plus community that there's so much division between heterosexuals and homosexuals. And there's not any division. It's just that we just don't agree on everything that you guys, you have every right to get married. You have every right to get a cake and do your thing and have your cake and eat it too. But to an extent, we have rights too as, regular heterosexual individuals, I hate to say regular because that seems misleading. I don't want them to think that I'm thinking they're irregular. I'm just saying as just a regular individual, just nothing
You
behind
didn't know my sexuality.
Yeah,
you know,
just as an individual, yeah, I have guidelines. I have rules I have to abide by.
Also, y'all should be happy that the court did this. It shows that our Constitution is still getting protected no matter who goes against it. That means it don't matter if it was the other way. The gay person got away with whatever and the Christian didn't get their cake. It's like either way, it was both sides right not to refuse services to anybody.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think that has been a little bit of my issue, is that the community, the LGBT, I'm just gonna say the homosexual community. I hope I don't get scrutinized. If I do, well, so be it. But I'm just gonna say that community there has, I feel like, fulfilled their entitlement and even stretched it to some, and yet no one's ever really pushed back against them because they didn't want to be deemed as like a hate crime. But now I feel like finally that community is getting a little bit of pushback. Like, hold up, you guys have got a lot going for you. It's like, we don't judge, we're not discriminating, we're not preventing you from anything.
Yeah.
Everything that you've asked for that seems necessary has been provided. Now you're kind of almost on the cusp of, well, now you're just being a crybaby because you're not getting your way every time. And I would like to see someone step up in that community and speak forth on behalf of them, in the sense of, yes, guys, they're treating us normal. This is normal tendencies. Mm-hmm. We're not privileged.
Nope.
But we are allowed to do certain things, and these are certain things because, like you said, if a Christian couple comes into a homosexual flower shop and they're like, oh, well, you know, whatever's being said, and they decide, no, I'm not going to provide your flowers because you're whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't go with my religion.
Yes,
whatever,
then
you know?
I'm not. Are we going to go to court for that? No.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Mm-mm. So I just think this should be a lesson learned. And like I said, I would really like that someone would step up and say, hey, guys, it was almost like Martin Luther King. You know, he had to be the guy to step up and say, like, yo, we got to bring this to a stop. Like, we got to come together. We can't use slavery as a crutch every time we don't get our way. Like, we have to sit here and say we're getting all the privileges too. Women had to go through that at one point as well. Like, they weren't allowed to vote, they weren't allowed to work, they weren't allowed. But then they started getting their way, and then there was a little bit of pushback, and now things are kind of even and plateaued. This is kind of where I think it's at. It's run its course for quite some time, and now I think it's to the point of where, okay,
yep,
let's even out.
As an American, you should be happy that the Constitution is still getting protected like it is. And might be unfair to some, might be fair to most, but what I'm saying is it's equal playing grounds no matter what. So if it happens to a Christian or it happens to whatever other religion or Democrat or what is it called?
Demographic.
Yeah, demographic. Then we shouldn't be mad about it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna see it more times than not now, and it's just going to be the norm, and it's unfortunate that you're going to feel offended, but it's just...
You shouldn't feel offended, because I would think of it this way. Look at it from this point of view. If the roles were reversed and it had sided with you, you would be happy that like you said, the system sticks with its rules.
Its rules.
Its laws.
No matter who it is.
Yes, like, that should show you there's fairness in this world still, even if it's the last string.
Yep. Because you got to think, like, people talk about LGBTQ in high schools, middle schools now, but they took prayer out of schools. Like, so y'all still got more privileges than, like, religions do. Like,
yeah, you're doing way more than most. I'm just thinking, like, hey, you know, I don't know if you pray or not, but count your blessings, man. Like, It is what it is. So I don't know. I do want to end on this, though. This is short, simple, and sweet. We did do a podcast a couple weeks ago on mass shooting, and we were almost at 300 midway through the year. In the last 5 days, there's already been up to, I believe, 25 mass shootings. Jesus. But it is also getting overlooked, and we did mention this already, that mass shooting has become the norm. We need to bring this to a stop. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I'm not sure if I or he or we are the people to make that stop, but I do want to put my print on it that we keep emphasizing stop this shooting of innocent individuals. Like, it's unnecessary.
Shit, even if they're not innocent.
Well,
Stop shooting,
because there was a shooting in, gosh, I don't remember now. Where was it? I don't remember. I want to say it was Chicago, but I don't remember. But anyways, there was a mass shooting just today or yesterday, and the guy said that the reason he was doing it is he thought he was, what did he say? He was helping the neighborhood out by eliminating the problems.
Jesus.
And I'm just like at the point of like, that's not your place to
You're
make
not a
that
vigilante, dude.
Yeah, you're not. It's not your
Batman.
place to make that decision. And I think he was a young boy. I think he was 10, and then there was like 5 other children that had gotten injured and all kinds of stuff. But my point being is I want to make it short and simple because we are ready to talk about it. Guys, reach out to those people reach out to everyone you know. Put it that way. And just simply ask them, are you okay? Are you doing good? How's life? Is there anything that you'd like to talk about? And don't make it so obvious. Maybe I'm being very bland with my conversations right now because I'm not in that moment. But what I'm saying is be more vigilant with your conversations with any and everybody. Even when it comes down to conversations when you're standing in line at the grocery store. I know sometimes you're in a hurry and you don't want to talk and whatever. Try not to be rude because you don't know in that moment that your whatever displacement in life can affect that individual to affect someone else's life by doing whatever. And I'm not saying it's entirely up to one person, but I think as a collective group, we can help at least bring the number down. Because there was a point where mass shooting was like once a year, I felt like. Maybe there was more, but they weren't as close. Like 25 in 5 days?
That's 5 a day.
Like,
that's crazy.
I guess I want to emphasize that because I don't want you guys to think that we talk about topics just to talk about topics. Yeah, that somewhat rings true because they're topics of discussion, but this is something that is important. Like, people are losing their lives, and I'm not sure really why, and I'm not sure why this isn't getting more news.
I don't know. Maybe it's just so hard that you're going to be having it there the whole time. Like, it's just going to be, like, it's going to be so, how do you say it, like, reoccurring.
Well, it's already, because think about it, 25, I think we're at like 270 when we talked about it. So that just right there puts us at basically 300, which means we're at like 1 a day.
Yep.
And we're not even through the year. So it's only going to increase. You're looking at probably 2 a day in the next 6 months.
Yep.
I just want you guys, I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking to one person out there that's going to make that attempt to try to help. I don't know. And I'm willing to work with you or whomever or however, because to me, it's important because I don't want to be a victim, nor do I want to be victimized when or if, well, let's put it, if this were to ever happen at a place that I know people.
Yeah, like somebody I know got shot.
Yeah,
maybe not killed, maybe just shot.
Maybe just injured, and their life is affected forever. Like, why would we wait? As a human, do we wait till it's already too late? And I've emphasized this in the past, like on other situations, like when you're in a relationship and that person's fixing to leave, that's when you want to change. Change now. When someone passes away, you wait till they pass away to say, oh, I wish I had more time with them. You wait till you're arrested and in jail and you're facing time or you have fines or whatever to change who you are. Rather than wait, let's make that change now. Like, let's stop allowing certain things to occur in our everyday life that seems normal that's really not normal. It's just not normal to wake up and say, hey, there's been 25 mass shootings in the last 5 days.
That's crazy to me, but somebody's going to be like, well, wasn't my people.
Yeah, until it is their people, and then you want to cry wolf, and it's like, oh, well, I've been telling you.
Yeah, for about 2 months now.
Yeah, it's been going on. So, I don't know, guys. I try to make it short and sweet. It's just a topic that's not easy to talk about within a few minutes. So, either way, I hate to leave on a bad note. So, give us some good news. I don't know. Just good news in general.
Football's in like 3 weeks. That's good news
You
to
know
me.
what?
That's good news
So,
to me.
I mean, that is good news.
That's
How about
fucking
this?
good news to
How
me.
about we shout out your best friend?
Oh, shout out Matt Cedillo and Lizette Cedillo, newlyweds.
Future Cedillo.
Yep, they are getting married July 8th. So
This should be out tomorrow.
Should
so
be out the
shout
6th.
out you guys.
yeah, well, if you're there, you're gonna see your boy's gonna look fresh, so like my boy Flight React say, so fresh, so clean.
Yeah, so we're gonna end on that news. Like, shout out to the two of them. Super happy about you guys getting married this weekend. I mean, it's gonna be dope. We'll be there supporting you guys, and not just for one night. We're supporting you guys for life. I mean, truthfully, I am excited for you guys. I don't know. It's gonna be a cool one. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. It was different, but we wanted to give you more of that hot stuff that's out today, gone tomorrow kind of thing. Like, it's
Yeah, Twitter.
literally. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, push that like. It helps us in the algorithm. It really does help us grow as a channel. And just subscribe if you haven't. We really appreciate it. We really, truthfully do. So until next time with the Beer Bros,